Now there's this new term people are using all around, the reality. This is the new term. People run to every time you want to talk about the importance of spiritual stuff. But what they don't know is that they are indirectly denouncing and rejecting God and His power and His authority. The devil is a master trickster, and nobody will beat him at this game. Many of us give our ears to strange people who end up misleading us. People keep talking about reality when you're trying to point them to the spiritual. They always want to push the spiritual essence aside and focus on the physical side of things, and that is ungodly. Everything you see, everything you're seeing here, the birds, the mountains, the waterfalls, the volcanoes, and all of that, everything you see in here is here because a supernatural being spoke them into being. Without His words, nothing of the things we are seeing will exist. Now, if you're telling me you should put the spiritual aside and focus on the physical, then you are trying to say that without the spiritual, the physical will exist, and that in itself is an insult to God. You are trying to say all of this will be here if God was not there. And so during this video, I'm just coming here to address this ignorance that so sadly many people, even in the house of God, are starting to tune into, are starting to tune their ears to. These things, a lot of children of God are starting to listen to. His words, the words of God, crafted this planet and everything you see in it. The laws and principles, even what causes the sun to rise in the morning and sets in the evening, is obeying the words of this supreme being. So don't try to hide behind. Let's come to reality. It's ungodly. It's ungodly. The enemy has sought to deceive many, and even us, those in the house of God, who are supposed to walk in the spirit, to only focus on the reality, to only focus on the flesh. And that's why things keep failing all around. It's the spiritual that holds things together. I'm telling you, anything without the spirit is dead. Please, let's leave this thing. Anything without the spirit is a dead thing. Because Lucifer himself, he understands the importance of the spiritual. The enemy is attacking the minds of many in the house of God, to give into some of these concepts that are taking people out of the presence of God. If you have become so accustomed to look at things only from the physical point of view instead of a spiritual, then aren't we walking contrary to what the word is telling us, to walk in the spirit and not in the flesh? This point of view and angle that most Christians are adopting, which is making it difficult for them to even grow in faith. This mindset of the unbelievers, we are importing into the house of God, and we are adopting even as Christians, is the cause and reason why there are many you even call to come and pray, and they won't come. Because they believe in reality. They believe they have to be out there to work before something will work. They place more emphasis on the physical than the spirit, which has the power. Now, anybody who rejects God away from your life, you're on your own. Be careful. People reject God out of pride, out of thinking they know so much. It's very sad. So sad. Now, if you reject God and what He's trying to tell you, stay away from sin. He has, when you open the Bible, and you see, you reject pride, you reject God, even after you have rejected the word. You cannot reject God without keeping the word. It won't happen. If you are holding on to the word, you will hold on to God. So anybody who tries to reject God has already rejected the word. His word that he has exalted higher above himself. Be very careful. We are in the end of the days. Some of the signs you want to see before you believe you are in the end of the days, some of them have happened already. Your mainstream media has refused to show them to you for fear of causing panic and mayhem. They don't want it. So many will be taken by surprise, just like just like the story of the 10 virgins, the wise ones and the foolish ones who thought there would be time to do everything else, but there was no time. We are in that time. The parable applies to us. Now, the Bible has told you that very generation, he has given us some signs to watch out for. And he said, that generation, it will not pass, and Jesus will show up. We are that generation. We are that generation. We are that generation where what is wrong is exalted as a right thing. And those who stand for the right things are the ones who are persecuted in society. This is the world we have come to, where we have turned the right things to the wrong things, and the wrong things we have exalted. We are in the end of the days. Don't let anybody lie to you. In the other video, I've told you people, come into the Garden of Eden. Because things are going to get worse on this world stage, I'm telling you. Don't wait for them to happen before you start running around trying to look. He has told you, seek me in the days that you can find me. Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't stop waiting. Stop wasting time. Stop taking too much time to know me, to come into relationship with me so that I can lead you, I can teach you, I can speak to you, I can strengthen you and build you up. Come to me on the days that you will be able to find me. Don't wait for the Antichrist to be revealed before you start running around looking for a church. It will be too late. That's why they are keeping things hidden away from you. Some of you watched the Commonwealth opening ceremony. Did you see what was happening there? They brought a bull in the place. Who is that? Bull. Baal. This is the same God. This is the same idol. This is the same idol Aaron and the rest made when Moses had gone onto the mountain to speak to God and to get the 10 Commandments. This is the bull they made. It made God so angry. Do you know what it means? When the bull was brought, the bull made God so angry. Made so angry that when Moses came down, people had to be killed for that mistake. In the Commonwealth Games, they brought a bull into the arena or whatever, the stadium or whatever they are doing. They brought it again. People were worshipping that bull. So it's a repeat of what happened under the mountain. And you see, sometimes I don't know what we do as human beings. We don't want peace. They have brought the bull into the arena filled with thousands of people amidst drumming and dancing. And over there, they were worshipping the bull. They were repeating the same thing that caused God to send Moses down. And when he came down, some people had to be killed for making that mistake. Do you know what it means? More plagues. Yeah, look, things are going to get more difficult. Don't sit here wishing for things to become okay and normal again. It won't. It is a warning sign to you to what? That there is no time. So be quick with whatever you are doing. Get connected to Jesus so that tomorrow, we don't know what is happening tomorrow. Whatever happens tomorrow, your place will be secured with Him. So that you will miss the eternal damnation. This is the warning sign. We think they don't know what they were doing in the Commonwealth Games, bringing the bull, and a lot of you have not even watched it. Go and watch the Commonwealth Games. Go and watch the opening ceremony. Go and watch it. Openly. Being streamed. It's a live streaming. Everybody was watching it. You were worshipping the bull, Satan, the beast, openly. It's business. It's serious time for these people. They are not playing. These guys are not playing. They know what they are doing. They know what time it is. You think it's going to be rosy and all that. I'm telling you, there's no time. Prepare yourself. I've told you to start reading your Bible yourself. If you start reading the Bible, it's going to build the Spirit of God in you, and God will start speaking to you. That's what you need. Speaking to you, revealing things to you, teaching you by His Spirit, leading you. That is it. The time has come when He's pouring the Spirit on all flesh. Jesus said it at the pool. In Samaria, He said, a time is coming that those who will serve God will serve Him in spirit and in truth. And will not serve Him in Jerusalem or Samaria. You will serve Him in spirit and in truth. Nobody has to tell you, do this before you do it. You do it yourself because you know Him. You have heard of Him. You have heard His voice. He has revealed Himself to you. This is a little I will share here. So please, this reality nonsense that we are saying is ungodly. It's an insult to God. Stay away from it.